working around the clock in one fashion or the other. Honky-tonk piano and their songs of promising spirit filled the air. Many an unlucky prospector could find hope for tomorrow, for he knew what the night would bring. About 3 o'clock in the afternoon, Wild Bill Hickok entered saloon number 10, seeking a little poker action. Charlie Rich, a gambler from Cheyenne, Carl Mann, owner of saloon number 10, and Captain Massey, a riverboat captain from Missouri, were engaged in a game of draw poker and were quick to invite Bill to join them.
Oh, you bet you. Let me knock back a shot.
Wild Bill's reputation demanded that he be exceedingly cautious. For instance, he never liked to sit with his back to the door. The vacant seat was so located, and a lively debate between Charlie Rich and Bill resulted in an attempt on Bill's part to get Charlie's chair.
Hey, Charlie, why don't you swap chairs with me here?
Bill was not given his request, and grudgingly, with great hesitation, took the empty chair. But after a few minutes, he stood up and again asked Charlie for his chair.
Now, come on now, Charlie. You know I sit there all the time. Shove it over. Darn you,
Bill
Charlie.
didn't win this argument either, and on this rare occasion, he settled down, sitting with his back to the door. Wariness, though, kept Bill alert, for all knew him to be a left-handed drinker, leaving his right hand free to handle his pistol. As unpredictable as card games are, Bill found himself quickly losing to Massey, who had lost to Bill the night before. Bill asked Harry for $15 worth of pocket checks. Harry brought them over to Bill and returned to the bar and his duties.
Harry, could I get some of them pocket checks from you? Well, thank you.
Soon, a shifty drifter known as Jack McCall entered the saloon. Bill quickly turned while drawing his gun. Recognizing McCall as a newcomer to town, he greeted him with a friendly,
"Well, sorry about that, Jack. Howdy."
Then reholstered his gun and resumed the game. Jack slowly circled the table, pausing briefly behind each player and analyzing each hand. Wild Bill's attention was on Massey. There was a friendly argument between them, and Wild Bill remarked,
"I'll tell you what, Cap, I think you're bluffing, and I'm going to bet it all again you."
Upon returning directly behind Wild Bill, suddenly Jack McCall. The bullet struck Bill on the back of the head, coming out of his left cheek and lodged in Captain Massey's left arm. It was discovered soon after the cards Bill was holding were aces and eights, forever known as the dead man's hand. All fled the saloon except Carl Mann, who was held at bay by McCall. Jack snapped the trigger of his gun several times. It failed to fire. He then ran out the door and up the street. He was found hiding in a building behind a butcher's shop. Later on in the day, he was tried in a minor's court. The jury, being tainted and influenced by a deceitful defense, found McCall not guilty, and he was released. This decision not only outraged the judge, but also the general populace. McCall left the camp in haste. Upon reaching supposed safety in Wyoming, he began bragging of his ignoble deed. Word of this reached the U.S. Marshal, who tracked McCall down, arrested him, and sent him to Yankton to be tried again in Dakota Territory. It was determined, since the first trial was held in Indian Territory, that it was not legal. McCall was found guilty and hung for his cowardly crime. He was buried in an unmarked grave on the edge of town. Later, as the town grew, the cemetery was moved. As the coffins were opened, one corpse was found with a rope around its neck. It was easily identified as Jack McCall, the assassin of Wild Bill. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for taking your time to allow us to share this historical world that may visit a legend of the or would just like to see it again. We do 4 shows every day. 1 p.m., 3 p.m., 5 p.m., and again at 7 p.m. And if perhaps you're looking for a little poker action like Wild Bill, remember, you're in the home of the world's most famous poker game. There's always a game in the number 10.
That's right, folks. There's always a game at the number 10. Now, right now, I'd like y'all to give a nice big round of applause for all our little cast here. Good job, fellers. Ladies. Now, I'll tell you what, for those of you who'd like to get photographs and tin tops up here with me and Jack, with you and your friends and families, you are more than welcome to. And to make that happen, well, we just going to stand up here as long as y'all need us to get that done. That way nobody walk away empty-handed. Now, if I could just divert your attention over here to this thing that looked kind of like a spittoon here. Oh, well, heck, I suppose it even says spit backwards on it. Well, just don't look in the mirror at it, and don't spit in the darn thing either. It just makes it awful messy on the inside. And by the way, if y'all enjoyed our little show and would like to express your appreciation, well, there ain't no amount of gratuity that will not be graciously appreciated or accepted. Now, that little announcement I was talking about earlier, and that is that the gentlemen of Old Deadwood are done with the gunfights in the streets until next May. Now, just so as y'all understand, there will be no more gunfights in the streets from now until May, and they will start again right there in May. Now, yours truly and Mr. McCall here, we will be doing our little show here, well, until about the first weekend of October. Now, that would be the weekend of October 2nd, which is also Deadwood's Oktoberfest. So y'all come back in and, well, we'll all have some beer together then, now won't we? Now y'all have a wonderful time here at the number 10. Have a great time in Deadwood. And thank y'all for coming to see our little show. Good night.